Boom, Chris! Look at those lights.
I know.
That's what I'm talking about. That is
stare in amazement, everyone. Yes, I look like every other YouTuber now.
That's right. I gotta step my game up, man. I got like a big shadow on my face. I got a little bit of LED action over here. Change that up.
Yeah, I don't know how this is gonna look in the video, so we'll see.
It's gonna look amazing. I already know. What's going on, everybody? Critic and the Common Man here, back with episode 2, the episode 2 review for you. The Falcon and the Winter Soldier.
Just for you.
Dude, I'm loving this show, man. I'm loving the show.
Yeah, I am too.
We had talked about last time how they were going to bring the two guys together, Bucky and Sam. We've now done that. We have kind of the collision of the two of them. I feel like their chemistry is on point. Let's talk about season 2. Episode 2, man. Initial reactions. What do you think?
I mean, obviously it's a little slower. You know, we don't have such a high-speed chase kind of in the beginning, which I'm not going to expect that from every episode. Weirdly enough, I kind of like Captain America, dude. He's kind of a dick, but he's also, you know, he's very straightforward. He's like, look, I'm just trying to do my job. You know, when they talked about him getting 3 Medal of Honors and just Medals of Honor, and I don't know, just getting a little more information on his background, I was kind of like, oh, like, you know, I don't hate him. Like, it's not his fault that, you know, they asked him to do this. And, you know, would you, if you were a highly trained, you know, special forces soldier, would you turn it down? Like, hey, would you like to
be Captain America?
Yeah, would you like to be the icon of America for now and to stand for hope and freedom and justice? And like, you know, like, I get it.
They did a good job of they made you like him, and you just when you started to feel like, okay, maybe this guy's not actually that bad.
Then he's kind of a douche. Yep.
Yeah, then he's not just a douche, but potentially a villain. Like, potentially going to be a villain at the end. Because he's like, you know, at the end, he's like, well, if you're not going to help me, then just stay out of my way. And it's like, whoa, okay, I could see some conflict, because they're going to have to get that shield from him at some point.
Yeah, and we've seen in the trailers, we've seen Sam practicing with it and stuff, so... I don't know.
Something's going down. Something's going down with this guy. Interesting development, though, and there's been a lot of buzz online and forums and whatnot about how there were other super soldiers being developed, and it wasn't just, you know, the Captain America that we know. It wasn't just Steve. So I like this. I feel like this is what they needed for this show, because that's how they're setting up their villains. These Flag Smasher guys and girls, they are all super in a way. They're all basically as strong as Sam is going to be. And you kind of need that, because once you get over the fact that, okay, the Avengers just fought Thanos, and you know, they just did this, a group of like anarchists doesn't really seem like anything.
It's true, yeah.
That seems like a group that any of the Avengers single-handedly should be able to take down.
Or a police, just a police unit, you know?
Yeah, exactly. It's like, where do you go? And that was a question I had with this show, is where are they going to go with a villain? Because now you're getting, with Wanda and Vision, I knew that they were going to kind of be in their own bubble, and they were sort of in their own bubble. But Sam and Bucky, they are not. They're out and about, you know, saving the day, basically, if you will. So how do you bring in a villain that threatens somebody with superpowers, and then, you know, the White Wolf, who has what's the metal called? Oh my God, vibranium, who has a vibranium arm. You know, the normal thugs don't really do it, so you need to step it up a little bit. How do you feel about them kind of coming in after this whole Avengers saga has kind of wrapped up, or at least the first part of it is wrapped up, and now they're saying, oh, by the way, there were other super soldiers the whole time?
I mean, I'm pretty sure it's in line with the comics that's happened. Now, I don't remember. Somebody out there can correct me. I'm sure somebody will. I'm pretty sure that the people who made Captain and made Bucky and all that were the same people that made Wolverine. And so, like, these people were... They were testing, or if it's not the same person, then, you know, you have multiple groups that are testing on superhumans, you know, and trying to, like, you know, get things going. I don't think it was the same. It was a person named Stryker. I don't know. I could just be talking out of my ass at this point. The point is, it's. I feel like it's in line with the universe that, you know, the Marvel universe, that that there would be other people being tested on to create things that could help, you know, the future or whatever. So I don't know. It's not too weird to me. They did find a lot, like, you know, Avengers was only like 5 people, and then it became a lot more. So throughout the movies, they were finding more and more and more. So, you know, now that it's kind of commonplace and people in this universe know that aliens are a thing, and, you know, they're trying to recover from the blip and all that, I think it's not that weird that suddenly other people, that were superhuman, mutants probably, are now coming out and saying, hey, by the way, I have powers too. Because now it's normal, and now it's not so chastised, I guess. So I'm with it. I'm curious to see if superhuman just means like, hey, they're super strong, or if there were other people that got abilities, that were more than that.
So far it seems like they're just super strong.
Yeah.
That's kind of what we've seen. I still feel like there's more to these flag smashers than just them being kind of strong. Like, I feel like they're not going to be the only villain. Like, I feel like there's a boss. I feel like there's a boss, if you will, like, waiting in the shadows. Mm-hmm. And I don't know if that's going to be this new Captain America they're trying to bring in. I don't know, but I feel like there's something more than just that little band of people who they're going to end up fighting.
I feel the same way. I think this is kind of meant to distract us, but we could be wrong. Like, we were wrong about pretty much every prediction we made on WandaVision, so...
True. True, yeah, so take literally all of this with a grain of salt. Dude, there was good comedy in this episode, too. Yes. I like they like kind of break the fourth wall. They're like, it's going to be one of the big three. And, they're talking about
They're calling themselves out, yeah.
Yeah, and then he's like,
androids,
what about Gandalf?
Aliens,
and he's like, wait, how do you know about Gandalf?
Yeah, androids, aliens, or Gandalf, or androids, aliens, or wizards.
Or
yeah,
wizards,
that was funny.
Yeah.
He's like, I read The Hobbit in how do you
know about Gandalf? He's like, a sorcerer is just a wizard without a hat.
Think about it.
Yeah, I just made that up. I do like that they kind of call themselves out on that.
Yeah.
I'm into this show, man. This is kind of classic Marvel. It seems like, at least, classic Marvel movies. It seems like they're giving us good action. Although I will say, the fighting scenes did feel a little bit clumsy. Like when they're on top of the trucks and everything, it just feels a little predictable. I don't know.
Yeah,
like very
feels...
like scripted fighting kind of thing. It did seem a little bit clunky.
It's Marvel's template.
For sure.
Like let's have a fight scene. But at the same time, like you take that, but then you also have some interesting characters with like actual human emotions, and you're starting to delve into like what makes them tick and why Bucky is depressed and why he is the way he like. Dude, that scene where he was like, if he was wrong about you, then he was wrong about me. That was so heartbreaking.
Yeah, that's intense.
Just to see what's on the beyond the surface is what I mean to say. To see what is underneath the people who save the world or whatever. It's just interesting. So like the story is so compelling. Yeah. Iceberg.
How do you think I'd look in a Captain America mask?
I would vote for you. Do you vote for Captain America?
You'd be able to tell it was me. Do you think if I was wearing a Batman mask, you would know it was me? I feel like I got kind of a strangely patchy beard. Somebody would know it was me. Where's Rachel?
Wait a second. I know a guy who's never seen your beard up close. I have no idea.
Oh my god, I'm into this show, man. Yeah. I really feel like we're getting something pretty entertaining here. I like the characters. What's the word? Like their chemistry. Mm-hmm. I like their chemistry together. I feel like they're pretty funny when they're talking to the therapist, and they're like having to do the soul gaze. It is a little bro, like it's a little over the top bro. Like we're both alpha males and neither one of us wants to
like,
give. That
emotions.
Is a little bit yeah, exactly. Yeah, who needs them? it is very like over the top tough guy kind of thing. But I like it. I feel like it's enough. It's entertaining enough to where I actually am looking forward to the next episode. Yeah. And I did not. We didn't feel that way when we were watching WandaVision. So to me, this is a pretty good step in the right direction.
Agreed. I'm very curious to see where this is going to end. I'm hoping that it's got a little bit more oomph to it than WandaVision did when we get to the climax, and that it's setting us up more for the movies, if that makes sense.
Well, and I hope that it has a little more, to be fair, I hope it has a little more oomph than it has had so far, I'll even say. I mean, it is not, don't get me wrong, it's not, I am entertained, but especially like the combat and stuff hasn't really had much substance. It's kind of just been like little fights here and there. It's not really anything too significant. Mm-hmm. So to be fair to the WandaVision fans out there, it's not like anything super significant has happened yet in this show either.
True.
So I do
and
hope
it
that
could take
kinda,
a huge
nosedive.
So
it could. I don't think it will, but it could.
No, I don't think
the
it will either.
The possibility is always there.
I'm pretty sure, and I know I said this about WandaVision, but I think this is setting us up for the future movies. So
I learned my lesson with WandaVision.
It's all connected.
Yeah, I learned my lesson with WandaVision, man, and I read that article, and it was saying, WandaVision failed to deliver on things it never promised us, and it's like, yeah, that's true. I guess I got to have that same mindset with the Falcon and the Winter Soldier. They never promised us it would tie in anyway. They never promised us you'd get cameos here or there. True. So I'm just going to try to enjoy it.
We went into it with the same expectations as Mandalorian. That's why.
Yeah, that's fair. Dude, so I had kind of an interesting conversation. My wife was talking about WandaVision with me, and she's like, she rewatched it, which I thought was kind of impressive. But she rewatched it from start to finish, like, not like in one sitting, but she basically binged it again. And she was saying, she's like, it actually feels a lot faster when you don't have to wait a week in between episodes. And I thought that was kind of interesting because I'm wondering how that relates to this. This seems like it's picking up pretty well week to week, but I do wonder if they suffer a little bit by doing that, weekly release and not just putting the whole season out there.
Maybe. I mean, that's the thing about pacing is that we have, because of Netflix and streaming services specifically, we as audiences have learned to binge watch things, and we want kind of instant gratification. Right. We're not the type of audience anymore that wants to wait a week. So Disney doing this to us is making us rate their stuff, I think, a little more harshly, because we're not allowed to just watch it from beginning to end as a full story. Now we have to break it up into pieces, and we're not used to that pacing anymore.
And each episode is under way more of a magnifying glass, because each episode has like a whole week to marinate and to be discussed, and for people to talk about little Easter eggs on the forums and things. So it's like, episode, like when we watched The Queen's Gambit, for example, and it was all out and you watched the whole thing, like if we had reviewed that episode by episode, there probably would have been a few episodes that you and I were like, I don't know, like it's kind of boring.
Yeah.
But
when you look back on it, you don't think of episodes individually. You think of the entire story.
You just think of this exactly. You think of the whole story for sure. Yeah. This is kind of a weird choice for Disney to release things 1 week at a time like this.
They're trying to milk their program, their app service. That's what it is.
For sure. Yeah, keep people subscribed. If you can put a show out that lasts, takes 3 months to go all the way through, then you've got people hooked for 3 months.
Yep.
Yeah, it's all about the business model. That's true.
Yeah.
All right, man, you got anything else for episode 2 of The Falcon and the Winter Soldier? No. All right, me neither. I like this, man.
I tried to come up with some weird World War II joke, and I was like, I don't even know what that means.
You just end up saying like something really insensitive about like, the Holocaust. We're like, whoa. We're like, all right, guys, well, this took a bad turn, so let's get out of here.
And Critic in the comment is over.
And it's over. All right, guys, that's it. Episode 2, The Falcon and the Winter Soldier. So far, I'm into it, Chris. I like it. I'm ready for the next episode in a couple days here. Thanks for sticking with us. If you like this, leave a thumbs up. If you're just listening to it, you can always jump over to the YouTube and watch. We are a video podcast, so if you're only listening to us, well, we very much appreciate it. You are missing out on, part of the fun.
I mean, look at
Danny.
Faces. Like, look at him. He's beautiful. Look at that. He's wearing a Captain America shirt. I'm wearing a shirt I've had since like 10th grade. So
if you're just on Spotify right now, you don't know what's happening. You also are missing Chris's dope purple and blue lights that go with the whole Critic in the Comment Man theme. So leave a thumbs up down below for Chris's lights for sure. Oh, these old lights. It's like the receipt. It's like on the table next to you. Like, what, these little things? That's it, guys. Critic in the Comment Man, we appreciate it. If you like the video, leave a thumbs up. You can always subscribe. Check us out, Critic in the Comment Man on Instagram. We will be back next week for an episode 3 review of Falcon and the Winter Soldier. We will also be dropping videos on YouTube about movies that we've been watching. And
willy-nilly.
There is plenty of stuff.
Yeah, by the way, if you guys are watching this, our schedule is shifting. We're doing testing things. Right now, it's looking like just Saturdays and Sundays as opposed to Monday, Wednesday, Friday, or whatever the schedule was before. Saturdays and Sundays, but hopefully more content in those days than just...
Right. Let us know what you guys think. Yeah. Give us some feedback. We're doing this for you guys, so whatever you like better. If you like the videos spread out Monday, Wednesday, Friday, we can do that. If you'd rather have them drop Saturday and then you just have to go back and watch them at your own pace, we can do that too. All right, everybody, we are out of here. We'll see you next week for another Falcon and the Winter Soldier. Otherwise, check us out, see what else we got. Peace.